Why do Group of 5 teams struggle for CFP access? Imagine trying to break into a club where most members are from a few powerful groups. That's what it feels like for Group of 5 teams trying to get into the college football playoff. These teams come from conferences outside the Big Four: American Athletic, Conference USA, Mid-American, Mountain West, and Sun Belt, and face many hurdles. The playoff system is designed around the strongest and most financially influential conferences, which makes it tough for G5 teams to get in. The playoff started with 4 teams in 2014, and even with the new 12-team format starting in 2024, only one spot is guaranteed for a Group of 5 conference champion. The rest of the spots usually go to teams from the Power 4 conferences. One big reason G5 teams struggle is the difference in resources. Power 4 conferences have more money, which means they can spend more on recruiting, facilities, and coaching staff. This creates a gap that G5 teams find hard to close. When it comes to scheduling, G5 teams often play weaker non-conference opponents because they need wins to build a good record. Power 4 teams are hesitant to face tough G5 opponents, especially on the road, because a loss could hurt their chances of making the playoff. When G5 teams do beat Power 4 teams, those wins are sometimes dismissed or seen as flukes. The selection process also favors teams from the Power 4. The committee looks at strength of schedule, conference championships, and overall records. G5 teams often get penalized because they play in weaker leagues, even if they go undefeated. A perfect season in a G5 conference rarely beats a 1 or 2 loss Power 4 team with a tougher schedule. This means G5 teams need to be perfect and hope chaos happens in the Power 4 to get noticed. Even with the 12-team playoff, the odds are still stacked. One spot is for the G5 champion, but the other 11 are mostly filled by Power 4 teams. The way teams are chosen and seeded might still favor the big conferences, making it hard for G5 teams to advance far. Conference realignments and teams leaving for Power 4 leagues threaten the strength of G5 conferences, making it even harder for them to compete. For G5 teams, making the playoff means winning almost every game, scheduling smartly, and hoping for some luck. Coaches and athletic directors have to balance tough non-conference games with the risk of losing. Fans and media can help by pushing for fairer recognition of G5 teams. The system is built around the big conferences, which makes it tough for smaller schools to break through. Even with the new playoff format, the chances of a G5 team winning the national title remains slim unless there are major changes in how teams are judged and selected.